we had a lesson all about making conclusions or making inferences. For homework, you had to read this small text and answer the questions. Can you please read this whole text for me? Kitty, go ahead, Kitty.
All around Jerry there was chatting and laughing. There was music adding to the noise and beautiful smells keep wafting past him. Staff in white shirts and black trousers or skirts were zooming around, looking very busy and important. He looked at his menu and tried to make a decision. Across the table from him, Joyce had a puzzled look on her face. It was clear she was having the same problem he was.
Good job. Lovely reading, Kitty. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, where are Jerry and Joyce? Cherry, what do you think?
In the restaurant.
Good girl, well done. Jerry and Joyce are in a restaurant. Well done, Cherry. Click the raise your hand button if you can help me figure out what the clues were. What clues helped you understand where Jerry and Joyce were? Kaki, can you tell me one clue from the text, please?
Staff in white shirts and black trousers or skirts were zooming around. Look
Good.
busy and important.
Good job. So staff in white shirts and black trousers or skirts were zooming around looking very busy and important. So most restaurants in America or in the United Kingdom, if you go to a restaurant, the staff are usually wearing white shirts and black trousers if it's a boy, and a white shirt and a black skirt if it's a girl. So that is a big clue to let us know they might be in a restaurant. Okay, well done, Kaki. Any other clues? Click the raise your hand button if you can see any other clues in the text. So, what's another clue?
Look at his menu.
Good job. Looked at his menu. This is another huge clue for us. Looked at his menu. When you are in a restaurant, you are given something called a menu. It will have all the different types of food on it that you are able to order at the restaurant. So when you are at a cafe or a restaurant, you will have menus to help you decide what to eat and drink. Any other clues? Katie.
There was music adding to the noise and beautiful smells keep wafting past him.
Good job. So this is kept wafting past him. So wafting is like breezing or blowing past you. Well done, Katie. So I'm going to highlight here. Beautiful smells kept wafting past him. So all of these highlights in orange are the things that helped me understand where they were. Really good job, guys. Okay, do you think this was a popular place? No, yes, or cannot tell. Ryan, what do you think?
I think it's yes.
Okay, good job. The answer is yes. What were the clues in the text to help you understand that the restaurant was a busy place? Nancy, give me one clue.
There was chatting and laughing.
Good job. All around Jerry, there was chatting and laughing. So not just beside him, not just in front of him, but all around Jerry, there was chatting and laughing. That lets us know there were quite a lot of people there. Are there any other clues in this text that let you know that this was a busy restaurant? Ruby.
Staff in white shirts and black trousers or skirts were zooming around, looking very busy and important.
Good girl, well done. Staff in white shirts and black trousers or skirts were zooming around looking very busy and important. So it's telling us that the staff who worked there were looking very busy and important. So they were running around from the kitchen to tell the people, to tell the kitchen the orders, and then back to the people asking for their orders. So this lets me know it was busy. Really good job on your homework last night, guys. Well done. So really good job on your homework, guys. You all did a really wonderful job. Let's have a look. So today we have our grammar lesson. Today we're learning about different kinds of sentences. So can you please read the first sentence, Dami?
Kinds of sentences. Every sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark.
So every sentence, as you guys know, starts with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. If you do not have a capital letter and a punctuation mark at the end of your sentence does not make sense. Have a look at this second sentence. Can you read it for me, please, Fred?
There are four different types of sentences: statements, questions, commands, and exclamations.
Lovely. Well done, Fred. Okay, so we have four different types of sentences: statements, questions, commands, and exclamations. Are there any types of sentences here that you already know? Kaki, which sentence can you tell me about?
Question.
Good girl. Can you tell me what a question is?
A question is a person that asks someone.
Good job. A question is when you are asking someone something. So a question always needs an answer. So I might say, how old are you? Where do you live? Where do you come from? I'm always wanting an answer when I ask a question. Good girl, Kaki. Okay, Katie, can you tell me, are there any other types of sentences that you know here?
I want to tell about the command.
The commands. Okay, can you tell us all what it means to tell a command?
Uh, tell a command is you tell someone or something to do something.
Perfect. Well done, Katie. A command is when you tell someone to do something. For example, if we are in the classroom, I might say, everybody get out your books. That is a command. I'm asking you to do something and I expect you to do it. Well done, Katie. Nancy, can you tell us about statements or exclamations?
Can I tell about both?
Okay, perfect.
Exclamations is when you're surprised or you're shocked or whatever has an exclamation mark.
Good job. So, an exclamation is when you are surprised or shocked or scared and you say something with feeling. And we have an exclamation mark at the end. Good God, Nancy. What about a
And,
statement?
and a statement is just a simple sentence like, I have a pet dog, I have a pet bird, whatever, like that.
Perfect. Well done, Nancy. A statement is just a simple sentence that tells information. Awesome work, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and go through each type. Okay, a sentence that tells something is a statement. It ends with a period, or as we also say, a full stop. It is also known as a declarative sentence. So, a declarative sentence and a statement are the same thing. Bo, can you please read this sentence for me? John?
John plays the piano after school.
Good job. So this sentence is a statement or a declarative sentence. It's just telling some information. We have a capital letter at the beginning, and because this is a name, and we have a period or a full stop at the end. Good job. Okay, the next type of sentence I want to look at is a question. Can you please read the first two sentences for me, Mooney?
A sentence that asks something is a question. It ends with a question mark.
Good girl. It is also known as an interrogative sentence. Now, can everyone please practice saying this word? Interrogative. Interrogative.
Interrogative.
Lovely. Really good pronunciation. Interrogative is another way to say a question. An interrogative sentence and a question are the same thing. Have a look at this sentence for me. Read it, please, Fan Chi.
Are you going to the cinema later?
Good girl, well done. Are you going to the cinema later? Have a notice that the first letter is a capital letter because it has to be. At the end, we haven't got a period or a full stop. Instead, we have a question mark. The reason that we have a question mark is so that we know we're being asked a question. That means we know we have to respond to it. Good job. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. So let me explain to you how the game is going to work. So what's going to happen is a sentence is going to come up on screen. For example, how old are you? Then you will have two circles on the screen. The two circles say the words statement or question. I want you in your team, so either a girl or a boy, to circle the correct circle. So you have to circle the word statement or you circle the word question to tell me what kind of sentence we're looking at. Simon and Nuna, are you ready?
Yes.
Go. Good job. Well done, Nuna. Awesome work. So I'll give 1 point to the girls. Nuna, you've told me that this is a question. How can you tell me that this is a question? How did you know?
Because it has a question mark.
Good girl. It has a question mark at the end of the sentence, so we know this is a question or an interrogative sentence. Awesome work. Well done. Zweeming and Jenny, are you ready?
Yes. But I cannot draw.
Okay, so Zweeming and Jenny, go to your chat box. You're going to type this time. Moose have excellent sense of smell. Good job. So you both got it right. Zweeming, you were first, and Zweeming told me that the answer was a statement. Zweeming, you are the winner for this time. So can you please tell me, how did you know this was a statement?
Because it doesn't have a question mark at the
Good.
end.
Good job. It doesn't have a question mark at the end, and it's just telling us some information. Well done. Awesome work. Fred and Ruby, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Many moose live in forests. Good job. You both got the answer right, but Fred was just a tiny bit faster. Fred, how did you know that this was a statement and not a question?
Because it don't have a question mark.
Good job. We don't have a question mark, and it's simply just telling us information. Good job, Fred. Good job, Ruby. Okay, moving on. I would like Kaki and Ryan. Where are moose found? Good job. Well done, Kaki. Kaki, how did you know this was a question?
Because I see a question mark.
Good girl. Well done, Kaki. There is a question mark here, and we know that this is asking for information. Now I would like Cherry and Coon. When do moose sleep? Oh, very good. Well done. You both got it right. It is a question, but Cherry was just a little bit faster. Cherry, can you tell me, how did you know that this was a question?
I know it is a question because there is a question mark.
Good girl. There's a question mark at the end, and this helps us know. Okay, here we go. Sup and Ming Ang. 1, 2, 3. Only male moose have antlers. Wow. So that was very, very quick, but you are correct. Only male moose have antlers is the correct statement. It is not a question here. Well done, Sup. That means boys and girls have 3 points. It's a draw. We don't have any, well, we do have winners. The girls and the boys are both winners. Well done today. Okay, let's move on to the next part of our lesson. We're going to learn about 2 more different kinds of sentences. Have a look. We're looking at commands here. Can you please read the first 2 sentences for me, Mooney?
A command tells someone to do something. It ends with a period.
Good job. Okay, it is also called an imperative sentence. Can everyone practice saying this word for me? Imperative. Imperative. Imperative.
Imperative.
Lovely. Well done. Imperative sentence. An imperative sentence is a command, and it's when someone tells another person or another thing to do something. Have a look here. This is a drawing of a man telling his dog to sit. So this is a command. When you tell your dog to do something, you're telling it a command. Please take out your notebook and write this down. So every day when we're in school, I will tell you guys a lot of commands, or I will tell you guys a lot of imperative sentences because I ask you to do things. Okay, next. Have a look here. Exclamations. It's the final type of sentence we're going to learn about. Can you please read the first two sentences for me? Nancy.
An exclamation shows strong feeling like excitement or fear. It ends with an exclamation point.
Good girl.
It is also called an exclamatory sentence.
Good girl, thank you. So it is also called an exclamatory sentence. So exclamations or exclamatory sentence. Have a look at this word. We're going to practice saying it. This word is exclamatory. Exclamatory. Now you try.
Exclamatory.
Good job. Well done, guys. Okay, have a look at this sentence. Can you read this sentence for me? Katie.
I achieved 100% on my test today.
Good job. Now remember, how do we say a sentence when there's an exclamation mark at the end? Can someone remind me? So often when we're reading a story in class, if someone says a sentence in a certain way, when there's an exclamation point, I might ask them to say it again. Who can explain to me what we have to do when there's an exclamation mark at the end? Kaki?
We need to sound like excited.
Good girl. We have to sound excited or scared, or we have to understand what the sentence is trying to get us to feel. So, if you achieved 100% on your test, how would you feel? Excited or angry?
Excited.
Exactly. You would feel very excited if you got 100% on your test. Who thinks they can help me say this sentence in an excited way? Okay, let's go for Sup. Your hand went up first.
I achieved 100% on my test today.
Amazing. That was really, really good. I achieved 100% on my test today. The way that I say this is more exclamatory. So you can tell that I'm excited when I say this. Good job, Sup. Absolutely amazing. All right, now we're going to have another game. We're going to have the same game that we've just played, but instead of writing or circling statement or question, you're going to circle command or exclamation. Dami and Vanchi, are you ready? This fire is a big one. Good job. Dami, this is so messy, but you are correct. So you both got the answer correct. Well done. Dami, you got it a little bit faster. Dami, how did you know that this was an exclamation?
That is not make someone to do something we need. What do they to do?
Very good. So it's not a command. It's not telling anyone to do anything. Awesome work, Dami. Well done. Katie and Bo, are you ready?
I can't draw.
Okay, so Katie and Bo, you have to go to the chat box. 1, 2, 3. Grab a water hose. Now, Katie, you were first, but you wrote the word command with no D. Bo, you were second. You wrote the word command with a D. You spelled it correctly, so I have to give it to the boys' team. Sorry, Katie. Okay, Bo, can you tell me how you knew this was a command and not an exclamation?
Other people said, ask the other people to grab a hose.
Good job. Here we have someone asking someone to do something. Well done, Bo. Great job. Okay, next I'll have Simon and I'll have Nancy. Please call the fire department. Ooh, good job. Well done. You both got it correct. But Simon, you were just a little bit faster. Simon, can you please tell me how you know this is a command?
I see there's no exclamation.
Good. There's no exclamation mark. And also, what is this sentence doing?
They said the people who want said command and a person to call the fire department.
Good job. In this sentence, you're seeing someone is asking someone else or telling someone else to call the fire department. Well done, Simon. Kitty and Sup, are you ready? The fire won't go out. Good job. Oh, that was really close, but I can reveal that Kitty was slightly faster than Sup. Well done, Kitty. Kitty, how did you know that this was an exclamation and not a command?
I know it is an exclamation because I see a exclamation mark.
Good girl. There's an exclamation mark here, and I also can feel that if a fire won't go out, you're going to be quite scared. Vicky and Koon, are you ready? Put water on the fire. Ooh, very good. Well done. Okay, so we've got two answers here, but I can reveal that Vicky is correct. Well done, Vicky. Good girl. Vicky, this is a command. How did you know?
Because someone is say with the other put water on the fire.
Good job. Someone is telling someone else what to do. They are saying, put water on the fire. Good job, Vicky. Last game. Fred and Mooney, here we go. No one got hurt. Well done to Fred. Fred, can you tell me why and how you know this is an exclamation?
Because no, it has a exclamation mark.
Good job. It has an exclamation mark, so we know that this is an exclamation. Good job, Fred. Awesome work. Well done. Okay, guys, you got a draw again. So, boys and girls have both won again. Well done. Good job. Okay, guys, so the last thing we're going to learn about today is a dictionary or a glossary. Have a look. Can anyone tell me what a dictionary or a glossary is before we go into that? Ruby, go ahead.
A dictionary is a book that tells what the word means.
Good
What
girl. Perfect. A dictionary is a book that has a list of words in alphabetical order and it tells you what the word means. Awesome work, Ruby. Can anyone remember what a glossary is? Okay, Ruby.
a glossary is the first page or the last page of a book that tells a meaning of a word in that book.
Good girl, Ruby. Awesome work. So, a glossary usually comes at the back of a book and it tells all the different words or maybe all the difficult words in a book and it acts as a mini dictionary. Awesome work, Ruby. Really good job. So, the words in a dictionary or a glossary are arranged in alphabetical order. So, that means they go from A all the way to Z. Each word has its own entry and they give definitions or informations about that word. A glossary is like a dictionary, but it appears in the back of a book and only lists words specific to that book. So it won't have every single word in the world, kind of like a dictionary would. It just has the words specific to that particular book. Have a look at this example. Here is the entry word, security. Have a look at these dots. These dots break up the syllables. Security. Security. Very good. Now, here we have our pronunciation. So these letters sometimes look different or they look like strange symbols and they come from the phonetic alphabet. And the pronunciation is there to help you understand how to say the word. It also tells you the part of speech. So is it a noun, adjective, verb, adverb? And then it gives you all the different meanings because, as we know, sometimes words can have different meanings. Have a look here. Can you please read the first meaning and example sentence for me, Dami?
Number 1, freedom from danger, risk, or threats. All visitors must check in at the office as part of our school security policy.
Good job. So the first meaning for security is that it's free from danger, risk, or threat. So security means there is no danger. For example, in the sentence, all visitors must check in at the office as part of our school's security policy. Can you read the second meaning and the second example sentence? Okay, Katie, thank you. Go ahead, Katie, and take over.
A private police force that guards a place. The security officer patrolled the park.
Good girl. So this word is patrolled. Can you try again? Patrolled.
Patrolled.
Good girl. Well done. Lovely. Okay, a private police force that guards a place. So the word security can also mean a private force that guards somewhere. So you'll probably have noticed when you go to a shop, you will probably see a security officer. Sometimes here in Vietnam, I think they wear blue and they will just patrol an area and make sure that nobody is doing anything bad that they shouldn't be doing. Okay, Mooney, can you read the next meaning and the next example sentence, please?
Something given as a
Guarantee.
guarantee of full payment. The check was kept in security security until the end of the year.
Good job. So the third and final meaning for security is something given as a guarantee of full payment. So for example, let's say you want to buy a phone from your friend, but maybe you can't afford to pay all of the money right now. You might say to your friend, give me the phone, I'll give you X amount of money, and I'll give you a note for security that says, I must pay you X amount of money. That note will provide security to that person to make sure they get their payment. Okay, let's have a look and answer some of these questions. Have a look here. Can you read this question for me, Jenny?
What word would come first in a
Dictionary,
dictionary, or
glossary.
glossary, cactus, or lighting?
Good job. So what word would come first in a dictionary glossary? Cactus or lightning? Kaki, what do you think?
I think cactus.
Good girl. Kaki, how do you know that cactus would become or would come before lightning in a dictionary or glossary?
Because cactus is letter C and letter C is first would come first letter L.
Very good. Well done. Letter C is before letter L in the alphabet. Awesome work, Kaki. Okay, guys, this is the last thing we're going to do today. Have a look. We're going to practice using a dictionary entry. Have a look here. Okay, so who can help me? Click the raise your hand button if you can help me circle the correct answer here. What part of speech is the word letter? Is it a noun, a verb, or an adjective? Zweeming, go ahead and circle the correct answer for me. Good job. Well done, Zweeming. Okay, so the word letter is a noun. It tells us that information right here after the dictionary entry. It says letter and it tells us it's a noun. Good job. How many different meanings of the word letter does this entry give? Ming Ang, can you please draw on my screen and circle the correct answer?
2.
Good girl, you are correct. This entry gives 2 different meanings for the word letter. Awesome work and well done to everyone who answered in the chat box. You all got it correct. Okay, next, let's have a look. Number 3. Can you read the question for me? Nuna.
How many syllables does the word letter have?
Good girl. Thanks for reading, Nuna. Who thinks they know the answer? Click the raise your hand button if you can draw on my screen and you know the answer. Let's go for Kitty. Kitty, go ahead and draw on my screen. Or if you can't draw, you can tell me the answer. Good girl. Well done, Kitty. There are 2 syllables in the word letter. As you can see here, there is 1 dot to separate the syllables. Letter. Letter. 2 syllables. Good job. Okay, last question of the day. What ending does the entry show how to add? Sap, can you tell me by drawing on the screen? Good job, Sap. Well done. Here, the entry shows us how to add letter S to the end of the word. It shows us the spelling of it and how to do that. Well done, guys. Really, really good job. And the rest of you answering in the chat box, good job to you too. Okay, guys, that brings us to the end of our lessons. You have 2 homeworks to complete. You have 2 pages in your reader's notebook. Okay, wonderful. Since there are no questions about your homework,